Okay, so good morning, students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good morning to all. Okay, so in the last class we have discussed one numerical problem related to the Gauss law. Okay, now we will be discussing about the electric potential. Now, electric potential is basically it is related to the you can say it is kind of a work done. Okay, that means in an electric field. Still now we have been studied that when there is a charge, then the charge possesses some electric field, and any particular second charge, if it enters the particular field, will be experiencing a force due to the presence of that electric field produced by the first charge. So that means the second charge is experiencing a force, and yes, the second charge is experiencing a force due to the presence of the first charge. Now the electric potential is actually the work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to a particular point. That means when there is an electric field present inside a particular area, because there is a charge, suppose there is a charge q and it is creating an electric field. Okay, so that means if I concentrate on this particular, say okay, that I'm showing over here, suppose there is a point charge q and it is creating an electric field. Okay, and electric field intensity is there. Okay, now suppose if there is another charge small q and you want to bring that, or you can say 1 coulomb, you want to bring that particular charge from one point to another, okay, inside the field, then there will be some work done. The work done is nothing but the electric potential. So work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to a particular point is called the electric potential. And if the potential we want to find, suppose you want to find the potential between the 2 points, that means there is an electric field present and there are 2 point charges like this, okay, within the electric field, and you want to drag the point charge A to, suppose, to a particular point B. Suppose there is a point charge over here at A inside the electric field. That means if I show in this particular figure, I have brought this particular charge from this point to over here. So suppose this is point number P, and I want to shift this charge from P to 2, or this is point number A, I want to shift it from A to B. Now since electric field is there, okay, so electric field will not allow you to do that, because the charge is, this Q is exerting some force on it. Suppose this is 1 coulomb, positive 1 coulomb, okay, so this charge Q will try to drag this 1 coulomb. Wait, yes, so there is electric field over here, so this charge will try to drag this or repel this 1 coulomb of charge out of the electric field, or somewhere in the electric field it will try to push. So it is very difficult for you to drag the charge from A to B. Okay, you cannot smoothly drag it because there is some resistance offered by the charge Q. So that means some work is done against this particular force of charge Q. The work done to move the that means the 1 coulomb charge from A to B. So that work done is called the potential difference. Okay, so if you're bringing a point charge from infinity to a particular point, that is potential, that is work done. And if you want to shift that charge within the electric field due to the presence of the charge, so which charge is giving some force, and it is restricting you, it is opposing you from moving the charge from A to B, but you still want to move the charge, so you are applying extra force against the force of Q. So that work, that force you are giving, and the work is done, because work is force into displacement. Suppose this is displacement dl, so work will be that force which you are exerting into dl. So that is nothing but the potential difference. So that means at point A there is some potential, at point B there is another potential, so that difference is called the potential difference. That means the work done is nothing but potential at B minus potential at A, okay, which is potential VAB or B, whatever. Okay, so that means another way of obtaining electric field from the potential to define is this section. So basically, in a sense, this way of finding E is easier because it is easier to handle these scalars than vectors, because potential, in this case work done, is a scalar quantity. Why scalar quantity? Because force is vector and the distance, displacement is also a vector. Now we know that work done, in physics also we have studied that work done is force dot displacement. There is a dot product. So that is why when we find the actual magnitude, we write in this way: force into displacement into cos theta, F dl cos theta. Cos theta is the angle between the force and the displacement. Okay, that is why work is a scalar quantity. Now suppose we wish to move a point charge q from A to B. That means, which I will just explain, it is written over here that in terms of vector, suppose there is an electric field present, okay, and there is a charge at point A. So at point A there is a charge, okay, and electric field is there. So that means this electric field is created by some other charge, okay. Suppose it is created by Q2. So Q2 is creating this electric field, okay. This electric field is created by Q2 and E is the electric field intensity. So that point A, there will be some electric field intensity, because that means Q2 will exert some force on Q. Why? Because it is within the electric field. It is at A distance, okay. That is why it will experience some force at this point. So that is the electric field intensity at this point. Electric field intensity into charge will give you the force which Q is experiencing. So if it is asked what force Q is experiencing, your answer will be E into Q, because we know that force is equals to Q into electric field intensity. That is electric field intensity which is there at that particular point where the charge Q is there, okay. That means Q is experiencing some force like this, if Q to Q, but still you want to drag it from here to here, because you don't want Q to be pushed away, you want it to drag from A to B. That means you are applying some force against. That means as if you are walking on a road and there is a huge wind, ठीक है, जोर से हवा चल रहा है, लेकिन आपको हवा इतना जोर से चल रहा है, मान लो कि 30 किलोमीटर 40 किलोमीटर स्पीड से हवा चल रहा है, तो that is enough to push you, but you still want to walk from point A to point B, ठीक है. So that means you are applying extra force, okay, because that you are walking against the force of wind, okay. That means this work done is positive, okay. So that means if you wish to move the point charge from point A to point B in the electric field, because this force is there because of the electric field, because charge Q is there. If charge Q was not there, electric field was not there, then no force will be there. Since charge Q2 is there, so it is creating the electric field. There is an electric field intensity at point A, and Q into electric field intensity will be the force, okay. So that means the Coulomb's law, the force on Q is F into Q into E, which I have written over here, okay. So that the work done is displacing the charge by dl. That means the work done will be from this point to this point. So you are applying the work done against, okay. So that is why it is called negative, because your work done will be positive if there was no force, but since force is there, so you are working against this force. You are working against this force. So this force is, suppose it is, now if it is positive, then since you are working against the force, then that work done will be negative, okay. So work done is force and displacement, and what force you are fighting against? You are fighting against the force which Q2 is applying on Q. That is why that force we have to take, because in space, suppose free space is there, so you don't have to apply any force, you just push it, it will go like this, isn't it? Because in space, when there is no gravity, there is no external force, when an object is there, if you touch it, it will go simply like that, as per Newton's first law, that a moving object will try to move as long as no restriction is provided, and a static object will never move unless an external force is provided, okay. But over here you have to apply total force, because you are going against the force of E, okay. So that is the work done. Now the negative sign indicates the work done is being done by the external agent. That means this work done is not by the charge Q2. Suppose charge Q2 wants to push the charge Q from A to B, then it will push, okay. Or suppose if I show in this way, that force is in this direction, okay. So this is point A, this is point C, somewhere over here. So if I don't apply this external force, so what will happen? Q2 will give a force to Q, because suppose Q2 is very greater than Q in magnitude. So Q is over here in the driving seat, So it will push Q to this point. In that case, the force is Q into E and the work done will be positive. Okay, suppose this is X. Okay, because this work done is done by the charge Q2, but over here this work done is not done by charge Q2 because charge Q2 wants to push the charge from A to C, but I want to move the charge from A to B because I am going against the work force of the charge Q2. Whereas I am an external agent, so that is why the force is negative. Okay, so that is why the sign is negative, because the work done is done by the external agent. Thus the work done or the potential energy required in moving the object from A to B is actually Q into the QE. So QE dot dl, so E dot dl actually. So F dot dl means F is nothing but Q into E. Now Q is a scalar quantity, E is also a vector quantity, so E dot dl. Now A to B means, as we know that in physics we generally divide the entire length into small parts and then integrate. So that is why we will integrate from A to B. Okay. Now dividing W by Q. Now if I divide the W by Q, that means LHS and RHS, if I divide with Q, so the equation can be modified because I want to divide by Q. What will happen? This will get cancelled. Okay. So over here only we will get minus integration of E dot dl. So this quantity is called the potential difference. That means work done per unit charge. So this is the actual formula for the potential difference, work done per unit charge. Okay, so that means, as I've just explained it to you in this small diagram, that if you have an object outside the electric field, now this will help you. If this is an electric field created by a charge Q and 1 coulomb of charge is outside the electric field of Q. If you want to bring it inside the field, then you are applying some work done. So work done to move a unit positive charge from infinity to a particular point. Okay, that is electric potential. That means potential at point A. So that means if I show you in this way, it will be more clear to you. The difference between potential and potential difference. Okay. Suppose this is a dimension. Okay. Now we have a point over here. This point is nothing but the charge Q. Okay. And it is having some electric field traveling like this, electric field in this direction. Okay, there is electric field, and electric field intensity is E. Okay, so that is E means the electric field intensity, which will different for different points. Suppose there are 2 points, point A and point B. Now there is a charge 1 coulomb outside the field. Now I want to drag that 1 coulomb charge. Okay, I want to drag it and I want to bring it inside this particular field. Okay, so I want to bring it over here. I am bringing it over here. If I bring it over here, then what will happen? I have to apply some work done. I have to apply some work. Okay, so that means the work done to move a unit positive charge from infinity to a particular point is called the electric potential. That means potential at point. So at this point we will have a VA. Okay, suppose I have another point charge, one other charge 1 coulomb unit positive charge at this point, and I want to bring it over here at B. So over here also I will get some potential. Okay, sorry, I will get some potential which is VB. So this is the potential at point A, this is the potential at point B. Now if there is a charge, okay, there is a charge 1 coulomb, so I have brought over here, so there is some potential at this point. Now if there is a now suppose now this particular 1 coulomb of charge is at this point. Okay, and this 1 coulomb of charge is at this point. So they have been displaced from CD. Previously they were in C. From A to C they have displaced. From D to B they have displaced. Okay, now I want to bridge this gap, because I want to move the charge which is 1 coulomb at A to B. I want to move it. So that will be called potential difference, because that is the work done. Okay, work done from A to B, because I am applying some external force here also. So it is, suppose 1 coulomb of charge. So 1 coulomb of charge into E dot dl, that is minus E dot dl. B, that is the potential difference. So potential at point A minus potential at point B is nothing but the potential difference. That means if I want to drag up charge from A to B, that becomes potential difference. But if I want to drag a charge from infinity to a point A, that is only potential at point A. Similarly, if I want to drag a charge from infinity to a point B, that is only potential at point B. Okay, but if I want to drag the 1 coulomb charge from A to B, that is the potential difference. Now, if that charge is not 1 coulomb, suppose that the charge is small q. Now there is another charge small q at point A, I want to drag it. So in that case, the equation will be minus small q integration of E dot dl. Okay, E dot dl. So this is the work done. Work done. But it is on the potential difference. Potential difference means the work done per unit charge. Okay, work done per unit charge. That is the potential difference. So that means the 1 coulomb charge is there. The amount of work done to move that 1 coulomb charge from A to B, that is potential difference. Okay. Now if there is a bigger charge, as I told you, say 10 coulomb charge, 100 coulomb charge, then potential difference will be for only 1 coulomb. So you have to calculate the work done in that case. Then you have to multiply with the charge, and then you have to calculate work done. But potential will always be per unit coulomb. Okay, per unit coulomb. That means force is what? Newton. Work done is Newton meter. So Newton meter divided by coulomb is actually the volt in terms of electrostatics. Okay, Newton meter by coulomb is called volt. That means the work done per unit charge should be there. Okay, did you understand this part? Now any question from this part? Anyone? Hello, am I audible? Please respond. Deepak?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Any question?
No, sir.
सर एक बार सर वो माइनस साइन कैसे आया सर ई डॉट डी एल वो बता देते हैं.
माइनस साइन, हाँ ये देखो, सी यहाँ पर जो था, जब अच्छा 1 कूलम चार्ज को हमने पॉइंट ए पे लाया तो वो पर पोटेंशियल हो गया पॉइंट ए का. 1 कूलम चार्ज पॉइंट बी पे लाया, हम पोटेंशियल हो गया पॉइंट बी का. अब जब पॉइंट चार्ज को हम ए से बी ड्रैग कर रहे हैं तो वो है पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. तो वो जो वर्क डन होगा वो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस होगा. लेकिन वर्क डन क्यों होगा? क्योंकि क्यू जो चार्ज है, क्यू चार्ज के पास एक इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है. ठीक है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है. तो जब 1 कूलम, मान लो इसको तुम घटा दो, ठीक है, 1 कूलम चार्ज जो है वो क्यू चार्ज क्या करेगा? इसको रिपेल करेगा इस दिशा में. इट विल ट्राई टू रिपेल इट, इट इज ट्राइंग टू रिपेल इट इन दिस डायरेक्शन. पर हम क्या चाह रहे हैं? हम चाह रहे हैं कि ये नहीं, इस दिशा में नहीं जाएंगे, ये ए से बी जाएंगे. तो मान लो कि आप एक खड़े हैं यहाँ पे, ठीक है, आपको यहाँ इस डायरेक्शन में धक्का दे जा रहा है, लेकिन आपको जाना है सामने. तो आप क्या कर रहे हैं? आप एक्स्ट्रा फोर्स लगा रहे हैं विच इज अगेंस्ट द फोर्स ऑफ क्यू. ओके, so that force is F, that force is this F, but you want to go against the force. Okay, so you are applying a force equals to F, that is why you are moving. ठीक है, equals to F, that is why you are moving. So that force is negative. Why? Because you are going against the actual force. if someone is giving a force to you in 10 Newton and you are giving back that same force to that particular person, then you're giving minus 10 Newton. Then only it is neutralizing, isn't it? That means तो ये जो फोर्स है यहाँ से यहाँ तक जो ड्रैग कर रहा है, लेकिन आपको जाना है ए से बी. ओके, इस चार्ज ए को, चार्ज 1 कूलम को ए से बी आपको पहुंचाना है. So since you want to reach that charge from A to B, that means you are applying some external force against this particular charge. Okay, so that is why it is negative. So that is why it is called external agent. So it is called negatives and indicators that work is being done by the external agent. That means there is some external force somewhere, okay, which is creating this work done. Because यहाँ पर actual work done कौन करेगा? ये electric field करेगा. ठीक है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ये वर्क डन करेगा, क्योंकि ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज क्रिएटिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर मींस एरिया. ओके, बिकॉज दिस इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज क्रिएटिंग दिस फोर्स, बट यू आर गोइंग अगेंस्ट द फोर्स. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज माइनस. अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So note that in determining potential difference VAB, A is the initial point while B is the final point. So if VAB is negative, there is a loss in potential energy in moving Q from A to B. This implies that work is being done by the field. Okay. However, if VAB is positive, there is a gain in the potential energy, and external agent performs the work. That means when the work done is done by the field, मतलब ये same work अगर Q करता, Q जो चार्ज है वो अगर करता, तो वो माइनस रहता पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. 1 second. हाँ, so negative loss, this simple work done is done by the field. Okay, and yes, so potential difference, because see this particular case the potential difference is minus this one. Okay, ये expression है, this is the expression. VAB is minus this, but that does not mean that potential difference is negative. पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस नेगेटिव क्योंकि ये एक्सटर्नल एजेंट कर रहा है. दिस इज नंबर 1 पॉइंट. नंबर 2 पॉइंट इज VAB, if it is done by the external agent, then it is considered to be positive. So even though the equation is minus E dot dl, still the potential is positive, because the potential difference is expected to be created by the external agent. But if this work done would have been done by the charge, that means this charge यहाँ पर जो Q2 था वही अगर इसको मूव कर रहा है, that means there is a loss of energy. Loss of energy क्यों? क्योंकि चार्ज Q का जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है, which is if I show in this case, चार्ज Q का जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है, that electric field is doing some work, that is there is a loss of energy. That in that case it becomes minus VAB, which is equals to positive E dot EL. But if some external agent does this work from outside, if some external agent does this work from outside, external agent, then the equation will be plus VAB, which is minus E dot dl. So minus E dot dl means it is a gain for us, okay, because some external agent is there. That is why it is positive work done. Okay, so work done positive means it is done by the external agent, so it is minus E dot dl. अगर प्लस होता, that means the work done is done by the field itself, so there is a loss of energy, loss of work done, loss of energy actually, so work done will be negative. Okay, work done is negative, that is the potential difference is negative. So VAB is negative, there is a loss of potential energy moving the charge Q from A to B. This implies that work done is done by the field. However, if VAB is positive, there is a gain in the potential energy in the movement, and external agent performs the work. Okay, understood? Now VAB is independent of the path. Okay, so which will be shown in later in this discussion. Okay, so VAB is independent of the path. That means at point A, जैसे कहा कि एक चार्ज है, पॉइंट बी में हमको जाना है, तो अगर एक्सटर्नल एजेंट से अगर फोर्स मिलता है, that means we are moving from A to B like this. If I move from A to B like this, okay, then also the potential difference will be same, even though I have to travel more distance. Okay, then the potential difference will be same. Oh, sorry, not wait, 1 second. Oh, yes, even though the distance is more, the potential difference will be same because the force is also increasing. Okay, so there is an expression which denotes that the VAB is independent of the path. Okay, whichever path you move, it is independent. Okay, so VAB is nothing but joules per coulomb, or which is volt. Okay. As an example, if electric field E is in figure 1 due to a point charge, okay, located at the origin. So electric field in figure 1, okay, figure 1 is over here. So over here it is told that this electric field, so that means if I show over in this particular case, same thing, that there is an electric field which is created by some point charge. Okay, so if electric field is created by some point charge, so that means this equation for the electric field will be this one. Okay, now if I want to move the point charge from A to B, that means if it is at the origin, okay, so suppose this is origin, this distance is origin, suppose this is represented in a 3-dimensional Cartesian coordinate. If I show you what, it will be better for you. Okay, suppose this is the z-axis, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, now there is a point charge at the origin. The charge, charge is present over here. The charge is present over here, okay, at the origin. Now there is a distance from the charge over here. Suppose there is a distance, I'm measuring the distance like this. Okay, now what is this distance actually? A line. This line denotes that there is a point A over here. There is a point A over here and point B over here. Okay, the same thing. Now the potential at point A is VA and potential at point B will be VB, and if I want to drag the charge from A to B, then it will be potential difference from A to B. Okay, this is AB, VAB. This is work done, VAB. But this charge which was previously over here, suppose 1 coulomb of charge over here, okay, and I am dragging from A to B, this is potential AB जो अभी हमने पढ़ा है. तो ये जो डिस्टेंस है अगर हम वेक्टर में रिप्रेजेंट करें तो मतलब स्टेटमेंट वही रहेगा जब हम जो हमने पढ़ा अभी, that will remain same, that potential difference is with respect to work done per unit charge. Okay, now we want to define in terms of vector, okay, the actual equation. तो इक्वेशन के लिए क्या करेंगे, इस डिस्टेंस को हमको मेजर करना है. ओके, so this is this distance. Now the distance between them will be RAB. So once again, by vector addition we can write in this way that OA is a vector, isn't it? So OA plus AB will give us OB. Do you agree? OA plus AB gives you OB. So what is OA? RA. distance. This is RAB and this is RB. Now RAB means RB minus RA. RB minus RA. Okay. So that means RB minus RA. So VAB is minus of if I integrate this entire thing, this one, okay, because potential difference means minus integration of from A to B E dot dl. Okay. Now E dot dl means what? From RA to RB, that means from point A to point B, this point to this point. Okay. So that means along this path, RAB. Okay. So then if you integrate, there is a dot product. Okay. So if you integrate in this way with respect to dr, so it will be from RA to RB means 1 by RB minus 1 by RA. So which means that if you separate this equation, if you write in this way, that Q, okay, so यहाँ पर जो है एक मिनट, यहाँ पर एक स्टेप जो है वो दिखाया नहीं गया है, मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ आप लोगों को। यहाँ पर जो स्टेप है ये माइनस था पहले, ठीक है। सो okay, so now in this case, okay, you can understand from here also. If you I am not showing it because if you integrate this, if you put the upper limit, lower limit, okay, then the equation will be RA minus RB. But if you put this negative sign inside, then it becomes RB minus RA. Okay. Then the next step I am showing you. Next step is nothing but Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RB minus Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RA. So what is this? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. It is nothing but this potential at this particular point, VA, and this equation Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RA is VA, and 1 by RB will be VB, potential at this point, isn't it? That means Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RA, मतलब कि ये जो डिस्टेंस था ये 1 by RA था, तो इसका तो ये पोटेंशियल निकल रहा है ना, इससे क्या निकलेगा, ये पोटेंशियल निकलेगा और इसे VB निकलेगा, तो दोनों को सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं तो ये वाला पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस हमको मिलता है. Okay, so there is the expression which shows that yes, VAB is actually the potential difference, because I was telling from the beginning that VAB is the potential difference, but why it is that such that, why it is like that? Because the question may arise that if there is a charge at point Q, then there is a potential at point A, there is a potential at point A, and if there is a charge at point B, there is a potential at point B. Okay, potential at point B. If I want to bring the charge from A to B, then I have to do some work done. That is okay. But why I am calling it potential difference? Because it is calculated over here that potential at point, the work done is nothing but the difference between the two potentials. The work done is nothing but difference between the two potentials. Okay, so the difference between the two potentials is actually creating the work done. That is why in a basic battery or a power supply, if there is a potential difference, then only the charges flow, otherwise the charge will never flow, electrons will never flow. If you connect two batteries, positive and positive together, okay, 1.5 volt 1.5 volt positive you connect, then no current will flow because there is no potential difference. 1.5 minus 1.5 equals to 0. That is why if you put the batteries in a TV remote in the same direction, then the TV remote will not work. Why? Because the potential are same. Positive and positive you have connected together, and negative negative together, so there is no potential difference. But if you connect positive to negative and negative to positive, then the potential adds. When the potential add, then 1.5 plus 1.5 you get 3 volt of potential difference, then the electrons flow. Okay, so it means the potential difference is required for the work done. Okay. So where VA and VB are the potentials at the point, so thus the potential difference may be regarded as the potential B in with reference to A. Difference means with reference to A. In problems involving point charges, it is customary to choose infinity as reference. That means for point charge, that means as I have told you, if you want to measure the potential at a point, मतलब जो अभी मैंने इससे पहले ड्रॉ किया था कि ये वाला, हाँ ये वाला पॉइंट में जो पोटेंशियल है ये क्या था, ये था कि इन्फिनिटी से हम ला रहे कोई, दैट मीन्स if I am bringing from infinity to a particular point, then that is potential at A. Here also, if I am bringing from infinity to a particular point, that is potential at A. But if I am moving in between, then that is potential difference. Moving in between means any 2 points, suppose C and D. If I am moving a charge from C and D, C to D, that means previously there was a potential at C, and there has to be a potential at D also from previously, पहले से होना चाहिए, तभी हम मूव कर पा रहे हैं, तभी हमको सी डी मिल रहा है, नहीं तो नहीं मिलता. तो मतलब इफ देयर आर 2 पॉइंट्स, ईच पॉइंट हैव सम पोटेंशियल बिफोर, and then if you move the charge between the 2 points, then you get the potential difference. Okay, that has been told over here. So potential means q by 4 pi epsilon naught. ओके, तो यहाँ पर देखो इक्वेशन कैसे रिड्यूस हो रहा है. यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी क्या था, Q बाई 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट R स्क्वायर था. अब जब हम यहाँ पर R के साथ इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं ना, तो ये क्या हो रहा है, R और R इंटीग्रेट हो रहा है, ठीक है, कैंसिल हो जा रहा है, इसलिए सिर्फ R है. ओके, सो पोटेंशियल, बिकॉज इफ आई एक्सप्रेस दिस, बिकॉज दिस इज नॉट शोन, बिकॉज इट ऑलरेडी नोन टू यू, फ्रॉम इन्फिनिटी टू अ पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट, फ्रॉम RA, or you can say RA to RB, from infinity to RA, ठीक है, infinity to RA और infinity to R, जिसको हम अगर इंटीग्रेट करते हैं तो वो क्या मिलता है, क्या मिलेगा, ये मिलेगा इंटू R, नीचे रहेगा 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट R स्क्वायर, तो ऊपर नीचे कट जाएगा, तो ये मिलेगा. ओके, now this is equals to dot dl if you integrate in this way. If you see this figure over here, ये जो एंगल है, अगर इस एंगल को हम निकालते हैं तो ये थीटा निकलता है. ओके, तो इस हिसाब से भी हम निकाल सकते हैं. So this is the basic concept of the potential difference. So the potential at any point is the potential difference between that point and the chosen point at infinity. That means VA is nothing but VA minus V0, that is V infinity. So infinity में क्या होता है, पोटेंशियल जीरो हो रहता है. ओके, that is V0 or 0, that is infinity, that is VA minus 0. That means potential, this is very important line, the potential at any point is the potential difference between that point and a chosen point at which it is 0. That means solely potential is also a potential difference, but it is potential at VA and potential at infinity. Then it becomes VA minus 0, because potential at infinity is 0. Okay, so this is the expression from infinity to a point. तभी हमको ये इंटीग्रेट करेंगे तो हमको ये मिलेगा, ठीक है, क्योंकि E जो है, E मतलब Q बाई 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट R स्क्वायर, तो उसके साथ अगर R को इंटीग्रेट कर, DL मतलब R को इंटीग्रेट करते हैं तो R बाई R स्क्वायर मतलब नीचे सिर्फ R रहेगा, फिर इसको वेक्टर में रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. सो यू विल कंटिन्यू दिस इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास with respect to line charge and all these things. So now have you understood this basic concept of potential and potential difference? Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Any questions from this part? Any questions? Danish, Deepak, or anyone else? Okay. Okay, so I'm just taking the record of the attendance. So 1, 2, Ayush, Danish, Deepak, Khushbu, Asghar, Sohel, Muskan, Rohit, Shamshed, and Yash Kumar and Jason Ahmed. Okay. Anyone else I missed out? This all are present. Okay, so then thank you then, students. So you may leave then. Okay.
Thank you, sir.